Rain poured heavily over the small countryside church. Elena stood frozen, her black dress soaked, her eyes red from endless tears. Her husband, Daniel, had just been buried. The man she had loved since college, the man who promised her forever. As the coffin was lowered, her heart shattered. But among the mourners, she noticed Ethan, Daniel's younger brother. Handsome, mysterious, with eyes that seemed to burn with secrets. When Ethan hugged her, whispering, "You won't have to face this world alone," she felt a strange mix of comfort and unease. Weeks passed. Elena drowned in loneliness, bills piled up, friends drifted away, nights became endless nightmares. Then Ethan appeared again. He helped her fix the leaking roof, paid the overdue bills, and stood by her. Slowly, whispers spread. Daniel's widow is getting too close to his brother. One evening, Ethan said softly, "Elena, maybe fate took Daniel, but gave us another chance. Marry me." She froze. Shock. Guilt. Confusion. How could she marry her dead husband's brother? But Ethan pressed on. "Daniel would have wanted you to be safe, to be loved." Her silence broke into tears, and finally she whispered, "Yes." The small ceremony was intimate, but filled with tension. Some guests smiled, others whispered in disgust. As Elena walked down the aisle in a simple white gown, she felt Daniel's ghost watching. Was she betraying him, or was this survival? When Ethan kissed her, a storm raged outside, as if heaven itself was warning her. The house was dark, the candles flickered. Ethan poured wine, his smile both charming and unsettling. Elena felt nervous. This wasn't just about love, it was about secrets buried under grief. When he touched her, she trembled, not with desire, but with fear. Then she noticed something strange. On Ethan's arm, under his sleeve, was a scar, a deep, jagged scar. Her heart stopped. She had seen that scar before. On her husband, Daniel. Elena's eyes widened. Her hands shook. Her lips whispered in horror, "No, it can't be. Daniel?" Ethan's smile turned cold. He leaned in and whispered, "Welcome home, Elena. I told you you'll never escape me." The room went silent. The truth of her marriage was about to explode. Elena's chest tightened. The scar, it was identical. Her husband Daniel had the same scar, earned from a car accident 3 years ago. She stepped back, trembling. "Who are you?" she whispered. Ethan's eyes glimmered. "I'm your husband, Elena. I never died." Her world spun. The coffin, the funeral, the tears. Was it all a lie? Daniel, or Ethan, sat her down. His voice was cold, filled with bitterness. "That accident? It wasn't an accident. Someone wanted me dead. When I survived, I realized my own family betrayed me. My brother, Ethan, was behind it. But he died instead while trying to escape. So I took his name." Elena gasped. "You pretended to be him? Why?" His eyes darkened. "Because I couldn't trust anyone. Not my family, not even you." Elena's tears blurred her vision. She had married the same man twice. Once as Daniel, now as Ethan. But he wasn't the same man anymore. He was colder, crueler, obsessed. "You thought you were free when I died?" he hissed. "No, Elena, you belong to me, and now the whole world believes you chose my brother over me. Do you know what that makes you look like? Shame burned through her. Her reputation was destroyed. People whispered already. Now the truth would bury her alive. As days passed, Elena noticed more disturbing details. Daniel, now Ethan, kept files locked away in a drawer. Photographs, letters, bank statements, and one photo that chilled her to the bone. It was of her with another man. Her college friend, Adrian. "You betrayed me first," Daniel snarled when she confronted him. "You thought I didn't know about your secret meetings?" Elena's voice broke. "Adrian was just a friend, nothing more." But Daniel's obsession didn't care about truth. He was convinced. And now he wanted revenge. Her life turned into a cage. He locked her phone, cut her friends off, forbade her from leaving without him. At night he whispered chilling words. "If you ever run, Elena, I'll make sure the world knows your sins." She realized she hadn't just married a man, she had married a monster. One stormy night, Elena gathered courage. She slipped out of bed, grabbed the hidden photo, and crept toward the door. But a floorboard creaked. Daniel's shadow appeared behind her. His voice was deadly calm. "Running away on our wedding night? Twice? You never learn, do you?" He raised his hand, but instead of hitting her, he handed her a key. Her breath caught. What? What is this?" Daniel leaned close, his whisper colder than the storm outside. "If you want freedom, Elena, the truth lies in the basement." Elena's hands shook as she unlocked the basement door. The air was heavy, damp, suffocating. She descended the steps, candle flickering, and then she screamed. Because chained to the wall was the real Ethan, alive, barely breathing. Elena's scream echoed through the basement. The man chained to the wall raised his weak eyes. "Elena," his voice cracked. It was Ethan, the real Ethan. Her blood turned cold, which meant the man upstairs was Daniel, her husband who had faked his death. Ethan coughed, whispering, He took my name. He wanted revenge. He thinks you betrayed him. He trapped me here for months." Elena's heart pounded. Everything she believed was a lie. The door creaked open. Daniel stepped into the basement, slow clap echoing. "So you found him, my dear. Do you see now? No one betrayed me more than my own brother. He tried to take you from me. He deserved this." Elena trembled. "This is madness. He's your brother." Daniel's eyes burned with rage. "And you were my wife, yet you smiled at him more than me. You think I didn't see? You think I didn't know?" Daniel pulled out a gun. He placed it on the table between Ethan and Elena. "Tonight, you choose, Elena. Your husband or his brother. One lives, one dies, and your hands will decide." Elena's heart stopped. The candlelight flickered. Ethan pleaded with his eyes. Daniel smirked, confident in his control. Tears streamed down Elena's face. Her shaking hand reached for the gun. Daniel leaned closer, whispering, "I knew you'd never let me go." But suddenly, she turned and pointed the gun at Daniel. Her voice cracked, but firm. "No more lies, no more cages. This ends tonight." Daniel lunged forward, trying to grab the gun. A violent struggle erupted, echoing through the basement. The candle fell, flames licking the floor. Ethan shouted, "Elena, shoot!" A deafening gunshot tore through the chaos. Smoke. Silence. Daniel staggered back, clutching his chest. His eyes widened in disbelief. You chose him over me." And with that, he collapsed. Flames spread rapidly. Elena rushed to free Ethan from the chains. Together, they stumbled upstairs as the house burned. Behind them, Daniel's body disappeared into the fire. The man who once swore eternal love had turned into a monster, consumed by obsession. Days later, Elena sat by Ethan's hospital bed. He was weak, but alive. The police had confirmed Daniel's deception, but his burned body was never recovered. Some whispered he perished. Others believed he escaped. Ethan squeezed her hand, his voice soft. "He's gone now. You're free." But Elena's eyes lingered on the window,